A 13-character USCIS receipt number physically rewires how your heart and brain talk to each other by shrinking the neural threshold of your insular cortex. You think stress comes from your mind, but a single bureaucratic expiration date can physically rewire how your heart and brain talk to each other. Immigration paperwork is usually seen as an administrative hassle. Waiting on an 18-month USCIS receipt number isn't merely a mental burden. It is a biological event that systematically alters your interoception, your brain's ability to sense the inner physical signals of your own body. Your nervous system interprets every administrative update as a direct indicator of environmental survival. The physical mechanism is remarkably precise. Interoception relies on internal sensors located in your lungs, heart, and digestive system. These send constant updates to a brain region called the insular cortex. Normally, your brain filters out minor heart rate changes so you can focus on daily tasks. Chronic uncertainty breaks down this filtering mechanism, forcing your conscious awareness to register every minor internal shift as an impending emergency. Living under temporary protected status introduces a very specific kind of chronic uncertainty. The 18-month renewal clock creates an artificial deadline for your legal existence. This isn't just basic anxiety. It creates a state of hypervigilance where your nervous system treats internal bodily sensations as immediate threats. When your brain cannot guarantee basic structural stability beyond a fixed calendar date, it recalibrates your baseline arousal levels upward, treating standard rest periods as unsafe luxuries. Your brain operates on predictive processing, constantly guessing what sensory signals mean before they fully arrive. When you receive an 18-month extension notice, your brain knows the legal safety net is temporary. It begins predicting danger, which lowers the neural threshold required to trigger a fight-or-flight response. Harmless, everyday, unexpected news gets misclassified by the amygdala and insula as a critical confirmation of systemic instability. It is not the final deadline itself that causes the most damage to your body. It is the unpredictable waiting period in between. Constant background ambiguity keeps your sympathetic nervous system continuously active, never allowing your body to return to a true resting state. While acute danger produces a sharp burst of adrenaline followed by recovery, prolonged administrative limbo locks your physiology into a continuous low-grade alarm cycle. Heart rate variability measures the tiny time variations between individual heartbeats, serving as a primary indicator of nervous system flexibility. When you are trapped in prolonged administrative limbo, your heart rate variability steadily declines, meaning your body loses its natural ability to adapt to sudden daily stressors. Your cardiorespiratory system locks into a rigid defense posture. Consider the muscle memory created by checking an online status tracker every single morning. Typing a 13-character receipt number into a portal gives your body a micro spike of cortisol. Over several months, this repeated action conditions your neck and shoulder muscles to contract involuntarily before you even open your web browser. This classical conditioning process binds digital interactions with neuromuscular tension, turning an ordinary computer screen into an involuntary trigger for physical stress responses. This is a physical mapping of institutional timing onto your chest. When you cannot plan your life beyond 18 months, your brain stops generating long-term physical calm. The insular cortex becomes noisy, misinterpreting normal digestion or slight muscle fatigue as alarms, leaving you in a state of permanent somatic miscalibration. This sensory distortion confuses real biological needs with external administrative pressure. People often assume that getting a physical approval letter instantly resets the nervous system to a normal baseline. In reality, biological systems do not clear chronic tension patterns the moment a piece of paper touches your hands. Neural pathways reinforced over months of constant monitoring retain their structural wiring long after the immediate environmental threat has officially disappeared. Neural pathways fired repeatedly for 18 months remain active long after the immediate threat resolves. The body continues to anticipate sudden loss of status because the physical habit of hypervigilance has been encoded into your baseline interoceptive signals. Decoupling your physical sensation from administrative status takes deliberate, long-term nervous system retraining. This requires rebuilding somatic trust through repeated experiences of safety, gradually convincing your insular cortex that non-stressful internal signals are no longer signs of systemic danger. Somatic tension alters your perception of daily time and spatial environment. When your internal sensors constantly send high-stress signals, your brain shortens its perceptual time horizon. Planning a career move or a long-term lease feels physically uncomfortable because your nervous system categorizes anything past the 18-month mark as high risk. Your brain actively suppresses long-range goal orientation to conserve energy for potential bureaucratic emergencies. There is a profound difference between conscious emotional awareness and subconscious interoceptive feedback. You might tell yourself rationally that everything will be fine. However, your brainstem relies on environmental safety signals, and a recurring receipt number notice communicates that safety is strictly temporary. While your intellectual mind rationalizes processing delays, your autonomic nervous system continues responding to the persistent lack of permanent legal recognition by maintaining elevated vigilance levels. Living through 3 or 4 of these consecutive 18-month cycles represents up to 6 years of continuous interoceptive distortion. This chronic feedback loop manifests as unexplained chronic fatigue, sleep fragmentation, and persistent digestive sensitivity. Because your body remains trapped in continuous stress responses, cellular maintenance and deep rest protocols are repeatedly deprioritized, leading to systemic physical exhaustion across multiple biological systems. Bureaucracy is not just an external system of rules. It is an environmental pressure that physically shapes your internal physiology down to the cellular level. Recognizing that your physical symptoms are a direct biological adaptation to administrative instability allows you to reframe your internal distress. This shifts the focus from perceived personal weakness toward acknowledging a legitimate physiological response to structural uncertainty. Intervention must target interoceptive awareness rather than relying solely on logical reassurance. Slow breathing, targeted muscle relaxation, and physical grounding directly recalibrate the signal loop between your heart and insular cortex. By sending deliberate safety signals through peripheral nerves, you interrupt the predictive threat processing cycle, demonstrating to your brainstem that your immediate physical space is secure regardless of pending administrative status. Building long-term physiological resilience requires decoupling internal biological self-worth from external processing timelines. Viewing administrative delays through a mechanical lens helps you stop internalizing institutional friction as a personal defect. Your body learns to separate real physical threats from bureaucratic procedures, allowing your heart rate variability and muscle baseline to stabilize even while official decisions remain pending in distant databases. Surviving chronic administrative uncertainty requires recognizing that your body is responding logically to an unnatural environmental framework. By understanding the neural mechanisms behind deadline stress, you can take practical steps to restore your internal baseline. Protecting your physical health, maintaining mental clarity, and reclaiming control over your own nervous system depends on this essential framework. Third, by recognizing this precise biological mechanism, you separate your internal physical state from an external expiration date.